Hi, my name is Brian Stout. I am co-founder and chief product officer at iVALT. Thank you so much for your interest in our company. We all hate usernames, passwords, and two-factor authentication, and they're clearly not stopping hackers. 80% of all cybercrimes start with stolen credentials, which quickly leads to data breaches, ransomware attacks, and identity theft. We are hearing more and more about social engineering and deepfakes. These are simply hackers emailing or calling victims to get them to share important information through manipulation. If we could demand and verify the true identity of who is logging in with our credentials or calling us, these problems would go away. This is what iVALT does. iVALT uses our mobile phones to enable us to identify ourselves and others from anywhere at any time for any reason. With iVALT, you can set your own geofences and time windows. Imagine access to your bank account only with your biometrics, your phone, only at times you set, and only from locations you are comfortable with. This is extremely hard to hack. We are working with very large enterprises, security companies, and systems integrators to bring this technology to market and eliminate stolen credentials and enable true identity on any phone call. Think of iVALT as requiring correct answers to the key questions of who, what, where, when, and why, from anywhere at any time for any identity request, and only from your mobile phone. If these questions are answered correctly, there is no doubt someone is who they say they are. We use Face ID for who, Phone ID for what, GPS location for where, time for when, and an encrypted code for why. This is the Fort Knox for anyone controlling their own identity. Best of all, iVALT can capture this and verify it in one click. There is nothing to steal since you must be personally in the loop for every use of your identity. In addition, iVALT does not track locations or any of this data from an authentication, as it can be disposed of at the discretion of the user. Identifying phone callers is not possible with existing technology. There are too many ways to spoof caller ID and SIM cards. With iVALT, legitimate callers can identify themselves immediately to build trust and ensure safety. Without an iVALT verification, callers can be ignored until they can identify themselves. We believe iVALT's approach is the future of identity. Baldev and I have validated this repeatedly for 5 years with leading cybersecurity experts, industry pundits, and key vertical market leaders. The time is now. The world needs a better identity solution for everyone. Thank you so much for your time.
Hello, my name is Baldev Krishan, founder and CEO of iVALT. We're based in Silicon Valley. Brian Stout and I are the two founders of the company. We are involved in the cybersecurity space. According to Gartner, corporations are going to spend $200 billion this year alone in a cybersecurity area. However, the endpoint identity is getting the least amount of attention, and whereas all of the problems related to breaches are caused by either stolen credentials or compromised credentials. So what we do is that we are the first company to have envisioned this problem 5 years ago, and we offer 5 factors of authentication with one click. So that includes geofencing and time windowing. So the product is in production. We have several users, several companies using it. So I welcome the opportunity to invite you to invest in our company. So as my personal background, I was born in India, came here as a student, did my master's and PhD in EE, and I moved to Silicon Valley in the late 70s. And I've gone through a whole bunch of startups, and the first company I started was in the mid 80s. I sold that company and then went through a few other startups, and I had a few exits. I own about 20 patents to my credit. iVALT has 6 patents plus 9 patents are pending. So this is a great opportunity, and we would welcome any thought, any feedback, and look forward to talking to you. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Roland Hansen. I'm part of the executive team at iVALT. Hopefully you've gone to the website, iVALT.com. I am extremely well known in the world of branding of different technologies and products. You probably know of Neutrogena Corporation, the skincare and cosmetics company that I was involved in branding globally, and that caught the attention of Bill Gates, who at the time really wanted branding to become part of the software business. Nobody had been branding software effectively. So he convinced me to join them as vice president of corporate communications. And I was essentially responsible for all the branding, all the communications for Microsoft during the 80s. And literally during that time, I also had the opportunity to name and globally launch Windows. Windows is now on 95% of the computers in the world, which is an amazing number. But since that time, I've really launched multiple companies, multiple brands. But until iVault came along, it is an amazing game changer in terms of security and identification online. Um, with one click, you get 5 factors of identification. That eliminates the need for two-factor identification and eliminates the need for passwords. Um, but please take a look at it because I believe when people really get to know what iVault is all about, it is going to rival Windows as the percentage of computers that will be using it on a daily basis. My name, by the way, again, is Roland Hansen. You can reach me by going to Roland, ROWLAND, at iVault.com. Look forward to you taking a look at iVault. Hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.